All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to your favorite WMMA podcast, hashtag CB99 Talks. This is the show where if you don't like what I say about your favorite fighter, tough. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Yeah, you know how we do it over here, man. We come to talk the sport of WMMA and WMMA only, of course, And if you don't like what's being said sometimes, you know how it go. But what's up, y'all? What's going on? Easy. He said it's been a minute. He says he's been missing y'all. He said been missing everybody. Been missing you too, man. You know, uh, I just looked, my lives and my schedule, and I was like, dang, man, it's already been a week. It's been a week since the last show, man. It's episode 189 already, and days passed. Yeah. So yeah, it does feel like a minute. It does feel like a minute. Tiago, what's up? He said no UFC this weekend. Nah, no UFC this weekend. Starting next weekend though, we are gonna be going on I believe like a six fight weekend, 6 card weekend, or 9 card weekend, I believe. Somebody check. Axel, what's up, man? Somebody check on that. Is it nine cards we're gonna see in a row? I believe something like that. Right. Yeah, hopefully we do get Manon and Valentina booked before the summer. I wish, man. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Johnny, what's up, man? He said, who wins the catch weight fight between Cortez and Eileen Perez? Man, catch weight fight between them two. It's hard to say, man, because I just think that Eileen Perez is catching up to what Cortez is becoming. I always thought that Cortez was a really solid wrestler, but man, like I don't know, man. I just don't feel like Cortez is getting the action that she needs, man. Like fighting once a year ain't gonna cut it. Fighting once a year ain't gonna cut it. It's not gonna wake up your attitude. It's not gonna wake up uh that animal that you need to constantly, perform at a high level and hurt some of these girls. So I just don't know about that, man. I don't know. I would have to lean towards Perez, man. But yeah, man, we back. We back. I know no fights this weekend, but we got a good card coming up. This LFA 200 card I want to catch tomorrow. I thought it was tonight because I started to stay on and call this fight because I'm looking forward to this flyweight fight right here between Clark and Bowers. It's a unification fight. You got the flyweight champion Shannon Clark taking on the interim flyweight champion Cheyenne Bowers. So it's going to be a good fight. Should be a really good fight tomorrow. Like I said, I believe that's the only WMMA fight on the card, but it's their 200th card, man. They've been putting in that work that long, for this long now. I mean, they had everybody over LFA too, right? At one point, not at one time, but that's where Valentina's and Macy Barbers, all of them fighters they came from too. So, LFA been putting it down, right? So I wanna run through that fight real quick and see if I can give my pick because I like both fighters. I really do. I like Clark and Bowers. So I just kind of want to match them up and then give my pick on that if I can. Um, Bantamweight. I want to talk a little bit about Bantamweight, what we got going on. It's starting to pick up a little bit. We're starting to get a little bit of action here with 135. So let's talk about it because we got some low key fighters that I like right now, and you got a couple of call outs, some trash talk. So that's what we need. That's what we need right now. But I know, look, this is the big thing right here. We got to talk about. We got to talk about UFC 313 being announced and not having Shevchenko Fiorot on that card, right? And that would have been the perfect matchup too. I mean, first of all, you got Alex Paeta versus Ankalev, right? That's the fight that everybody's been calling for. Everybody's saying Alex is ducking Ankalev and whatever, right? Everybody thinks he's ducking. And with this Valentina Manon fight, people are getting restless about that. That would have been the perfect team up. That would have been the perfect pair up, man. Putting Manon and Valentina as the co-main event to this one, man. Hey, what's up, Marcus? What's going on, man? That would have been the perfect pairing for UFC 13, but 313. But it's not happening March 8th. They already announced the card. Co-main event is Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker, man. Come on. That's the best y'all can do. Y'all can't even get double title fights, man. Come on, man. What's going on with that? Like, is this another BMF fight? No, we don't want no other BMF fight, man. We want the flyweight title fight and we want the light heavyweight title fight back to back. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But I'm gonna go into that here in a minute, y'all. Easy says somebody ducking. He says simple as that. Val may not want to lose that belt right away. I don't know, man. I can't say Val is ducking like that, man. Like, she said she had a neck injury, so I'm gonna leave it at that for now. You know, Valentina hasn't fought since September now, so it's going on 4 months. And as y'all know, it's about to be month 10 for Manon, which is crazy. I'm like, you know. I don't think the inactivity is going to affect her, but still, man, it's time to get some action going. You know, it's time to get some action going. That Aaron fight was 10 months ago now. So, you know, I'm trying to see her back in action too. I want to see an active division, man. And when they see an active division, you know, that's something I'm a little worried about with Juliana Pena, man. I don't know. You know, sometimes when you get these older champs, you know, they be kind of holding it up. They be holding it up. Look, I got love for y'all. Y'all got history, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Everybody want to rest a little bit when they get older, right? I know I do. Like, let's be real. Like, look, easy. You know, look, when you get older, man, you ain't as active. So let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Just be straight up, Valentina, right? Just be straight up and just say, hey, you know what? I'm tired, man. It's past my curfew. I don't want to fight right now. But that's the thing, man. Once you get to be that age, hey, you got to keep up with the young bucks, right? You just got to make sure you recovering right and not overtraining. Hey, and keep it going. Because I know when I get to this age, like, I still try to keep it going, even with running. You know, I'm keeping up with these teenagers. Shoot, I'll be beating some of these teams when it comes down to running, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll still be keeping up with them. But there's sometimes I'm like, yo, I can't do it today. My bones hurt. BJ, what's going on, man? What's going on? But yeah, let's take it here. Let's take it back. Let's go right here to LFA 200. If you're not watching this or you didn't know about this one, tune in tomorrow. Not tonight. LFA 200, they're doing it Saturday because they don't want to, you know, well, they're not interrupting, you know, with the UFC card. Normally they would do it on a Friday, but yeah, BJ, I know you commented and said that you would check this out. Definitely check this fight out, man. This should be interesting. This that unification fight between Shannon Clark and Cheyenne Bowers. Let me pull it up here. I just kind of want to match them up. So, as y'all know, Shannon Clark, for some of y'all that were tuning in, this is the Shannon Clark that took on this young lady named, what was her name? Thiani Lopez. This is the same Shannon Clark that scored that brutal bulldog choke that the referee didn't want to step in and stop, man. So, this girl is a monster. She is a monster, right? So 2024 was a big year for her, both good and bad, because she was on the end of two brutal finishes. You remember, right, BJ? Look, BJ, she was on the end of two brutal finishes. All right. The first one, Thiani Lopez, brutal bulldog choke. Sick bulldog choke. I mean, the girl was convulsing, relieving herself in there, all because of the referee, man. It was crazy. But 7 months later, she steps into the Contender Series. I'm thinking that, look, I'm going hard for Shannon Clark. So I'm like, all right, if she beat this girl, Eunice Dubin, she getting signed. And that's how I already planned it. I was like, yo, Shannon Clark about to get signed. She gonna finish this girl and get signed. What happens? Man, knocked out in the first round by Eunice Dubin. Brutal knockout too. I mean, that was Victoria Leonardo style. I mean, she caught that right hand. I didn't like her game plan, number one. You know, she was really trying to just bully this girl Dubin, but she was running in crazy. I mean, just running straight at her, catching right hands and catching punches. It got rocked like maybe once or twice before the knockout. But when that right hand landed, I mean, it was the toe curler. She was out. So, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, this is really going to mess up some things, man. This is going to mess up some things for her. But shout out to Shannon Clark. I mean, she's back. She's taking this fight. There's no ducking. I'm just hoping that, she's mentally ready for this one. I mean, that was back in September, but yeah, about 4 or 5 months ago, I'm hoping that, there's no like little hiccups where she might be a little gun shy. You know what I mean? So yeah, BJ said you got me planning to watch LFA tomorrow. I'm definitely watching. Yeah, hey, watch it, man. I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. Shoot, I might jump on too, man. So hey, tune into it. I ain't gonna jump on for the whole card, but I might jump on for this co-main event here for sure, man. Let me, grab me a burger or something, and we're gonna set it off. But yeah, man. Yeah, Shannon Clark. Let's look at her resume here. Both fighters are 5-1, so they still got some growing to do. But easy said, mini Kayla. Yeah, Shannon Clark is 32 years old now. She's 5-1. She is a powerhouse, though. She's physically strong, really good grappler, good submission artist. I believe she has like what? Only one submission, but kind of powerful though. She is powerful, like really hard wrestler. That's her style. Kind of like Kayla, ground and pound, has some decent power, but that's her main thing is to, kind of maul you and take you down to the ground. When I look at somebody like her, who else got now? I'm not going to say like Suarez, because Suarez is a little bit more like decorated with hers. Like her wrestling is so much more polished and calculated. I would say like Shannon Clark is kind of a mauler. She's more like a rough around the edges version of like Erin Blanchfield, I say, or might be her own fighter. I'll say she's her own fighter. Shannon Clark is, yeah. She does what she does. Just more so pressure and athleticism. Yeah, like I said, lost her last fight. So that one loss experience, it can make or break a fighter sometimes. Looking at Cheyenne Bowers. Well, first off, Shannon Clark. Let's see, she was 1-1 last year, but Cheyenne Bowers, interim champion. She's also 5-1. She's been busy, man. Like last year, she went 3-0 last year. So you got to kind of look at that. If y'all aren't familiar with Cheyenne Bowers, she handed Eileen Pieta a loss. Alex's sister. Everybody was trying to ride this hype train too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, Alex Pieta, that's a different story. But his sister, yeah, she still got to work. He's proven himself. I know everybody want to say, okay, that's Alex's sister. She's gonna be a monster. Alex's sister, nah, man. She lost to this girl too, man. So there's levels to this. So I got to give this girl right here credit. Cheyenne Bowers, she's been staying busy. 3 finishes last year. She won the interim belt, defended the belt. So she didn't defend the belt yet. She won it, and she's gonna defend it and maybe unify with Shannon Clark if she gets it. But yeah, she had a busy year last year. 3 finishes. So when I look at this girl here, Cheyenne Bowers, I see a little bit more of a well-rounded fighter. I think she's a little bit better on the feet than Shannon Clark. Her jiu-jitsu is kind of sneaky, because the last girl she fought that I thought was going to have more of a success on the ground, this girl named Borisova, who was the black belt in jiu-jitsu, right? She's more so known for her jiu-jitsu. Cheyenne Bowers gets her to the ground and submits her in 1 round. So she's a little sneaky with it like that. So I see a little bit more of a well-roundedness in this girl Cheyenne Bowers. I see her a little bit better on the feet, a little bit better with her pressure and her striking style. So to me, I think that this fight here is going to come down to whoever makes that right adjustment. Like if the striking is better on Cheyenne Bowers' side and she sees that she's landing on Clark, that might be what she sticks to. She might have saw that last fight and said, okay, this is what I can do. I can touch that chin and do this, boom, boom, and go from there. But Shannon Clark, from that last fight, she might be learning and saying, you know what? All right, that's why I haven't really heard from Shannon Clark. I haven't really seen much from her. You know, I hit her up before in the IG, you know, started to reach out and do an interview with her, but I was like, you know, after that happened, like, you know, I didn't want to just try to bother a fighter like that because, you know, they go through some things when you get knocked out and stuff like that. But I definitely still like Shannon Clark, still keeping my eyes on her. I'm sure she's probably working on her striking right now and her kickboxing. So we'll see if that's something that is going to be present in this fight. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I really do. I think it's going to turn out to be a good one here because both fighters fight to finish. All right. That's what y'all want, right? Y'all be wanting fighters to fight to finish, and that's what they do. So yeah, yeah, Easy said 3 fights a year is great. 4 fights is a gift from God. Right. Right. Yeah, this girl right here stays busy though, man. Cheyenne Bowers fought late 2023, and then she fights 3 times in 2024. When they stay busy like that, you know that that fighter is really looking to do something. Like even the other interim champion, the strawweight champion, what's her name, Natasha Kuzatina, she's signing over to GFL as well, you know. So, and you see a fighter being active like that, you know, they on a mission. And I think Cheyenne Bowers is on a mission right now. If I had to pick in this fight, man, I like both fighters. I support both fighters. I want to see both fighters go over to the UFC one day. You know, I definitely do. But based off of what I'm seeing with experience and how she's moving, I might say I might have to go with Bowers in this one, man. Nothing against Clark, of course, but I think that if Bowers is able to keep this fight standing, or even if she's on her back against Clark, I think she's a little bit smarter with the jiu-jitsu, you know. So maybe Clark will prove me wrong in it, but I'm gonna have to go with this young lady Bowers right now. I just think that with her activity and what she's been doing over the past few months, she might get this one. I don't know if y'all been paying attention like that, but what do y'all think, Marcus? I mean, you be watching this. I know Marcus. You've been keeping up with these girls. Who you picking in this one? I'm picking Bowers. I think here. Fanatic One say your combo French are here. Thanks for your good work in WMMA. Hold on, I'm out. Hang on. I don't think I need glasses yet. Please, no. I got to make this bigger. All right. Fanatic One say your combo French are here. Thanks for your good work. WMMA needs more respect, and you're an example. All that ladies work hard. Peace, bro. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that, man. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I see a lot of good fighters, and if I don't hear nobody talking about them, I'm going to talk about them, you know. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Definitely. You got Bowers as well. Okay. I just, man, after that Shannon Clark loss, I didn't really hear much from her. Maybe they just had to go back to the drawing board. They really did, though, man. They really did. Like, you got, like, not again, like, when people hear me talk about a fight, they think I'm bashing them. I'm just being honest. Like, Shannon Clark's approach in that fight in the Contender Series really had me asking, what the heck are you doing? Do y'all remember that Contender Series fight? Y'all want to watch it right now? Or y'all can pull it up. It's on YouTube. Let me see if the link is here. Like, I was high on her, you know, going into the fight. That's why I was like, when I saw the approach that she took, I was asking that question, like, what the heck are you doing right now? Like, you in there with this girl that's striking and she's hitting hard. So, you know, why you running in there like that? Why you running right into punches? You know, don't do this. You know, why you running right into the shots like this? Come on now. I'm like, and then boom, that's it. That was it. You know, so man, I just hope she comes back from it. She learns from that mistake. I think, so, like I said, I was just looking at it right now because somebody posted it on YouTube. You know, they posted the highlight up, so I was looking at it. Oh man, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. But yeah, okay, y'all got Bowers. Most of y'all got Bowers. Okay, Easy. BJC got Bowers, Marks. Okay. All right. Yeah, but if you're not familiar with these fighters, like I said, yeah, definitely check them out. I think, yeah, after this one, the winner, of course, will be unified flyweight champion. And yeah, I think it was safe to say that the winner's going to the UFC from here, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go on record to say this too, man. Cheyenne Bowers. Hey, BJ, I'm going on record right now. Look, Cheyenne Bowers, She come over there, part of that new age with Dakota. She might be trouble for Dakota Ditcher. Look, I'm all right. I know that's gonna make people mad. I know that's gonna make some people mad, but hey, I'm just saying, we saying that a well-rounded fighter is what it's going to take to beat Dakota. Well, I'm not saying that Cheyenne goes in there and beats her right now, but I'm just saying, like, she might be the one with the goods like that, like the ground game, the striking, and all of that. So, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Does LFA 200 start in 1 hour? Oh, no, Tiago, it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday. So don't go look. Yeah, it's tomorrow, BJ. Yeah. Let me pull up a time for you. Hold on. Let's see. Good to be back on. It feels like I've been gone for a while, like 6 days, 7 days. I mean, a week. But I just have been busy, man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but the snow makes me kind of depressed too. Snow makes me depressed. And when I want to go outside and work out and stuff like that, and I can't, it kind of makes me depressed too. Like, I don't know, man. Like, not like depressed, but just like I don't feel like doing things. Winter doesn't make me very happy. I know why kids love winter. Like, I know why I used to love the winter when I was a kid, because school would be out, right? School is out. Teron, what's up, man? Teron Brown in the building. But now I'm just like, I can't stand 15-degree weather. Like 14 degrees here the other night, man. Come on. That's not me. Okay. 9 p.m. LFA 200 starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Tiago. 9 p.m. Eastern time. Watch it wherever you can. UFC Fight Pass. Does that sound good? Yep. That'll work. Yes, sir. Axel said, what is her size? Cheyenne Bowers, I believe, is like 5'5", and she's pretty wide. Like, she used to be a cross-country runner too, so she's got good cardio. Yeah, she's 5'5", 66-inch reach. She's about 4 inches shorter, but she's kind of a wide flyweight and really good cardio too. Came from a running background. Came from that cross-country background. Where they can run miles. Kind of like Sam Hughes, she was a runner. So gas tank won't really be a problem with somebody like Bowers too. So, I could see, like, if she does get signed, yeah, she could be like a problem when that come up there for any flyweight. Teron said, I agree with you. That's why I like warm places in the United States. I don't care for the cold either. Nah, I don't. I really don't. Like, it's necessary because it gets rid of bugs. But I'd rather deal with 100-degree weather. Call me crazy. I'd rather deal with 100-degree weather than black ice, man. I mean, thank God I ain't had no. Well, I always stay hydrated, so I ain't had no heat stroke. But I see more people out here getting in some crazy accidents in the wintertime than in the summertime, really. So yeah. Black ice ain't no joke, man. You can't even see it. All right. So LFA 200 going down. I love to promote the ladies, promote the ladies like this that are on the come up. So again, BJ, Clark Bowers, tune in. Because I know BJ gonna love these styles. BJ gonna love these styles from both of these fighters. I mean, he already seen Clark, but he gonna be repping one of these girls. I can see that right now. All right. So let's talk about 135 here real quick. And if you want a link, feel free. Hey, BJ, if you want a link, you want to talk about a little bit of what you like about the bantamweight division right now, just let me know as I get through what I'm talking about, and I can do that. Colosseum said, when I'm hot, I'm irritated and I can't eat or think right. What? I can see that. I've seen that. Like, I've seen that with people. Like, when the heat starts to go up, frustrations and feelings start to rise as well. But I just been the opposite, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm that island type of person. Like when it's hot, I can move and do things, man. Like I just feel like moving around, doing things. I can't do nothing in the cold. I have to stay inside. Bones hurting, slipping and falling on ice. It just don't work for me. You know what I mean? Your electric bill going up from running the heat. So I just can't do it, man. All right. So yeah, 135. 135 has been getting interesting again. You got fighters starting to call fighters out. Let's see, Juliana Pena still the champion. Ain't nothing changed. We can't change that, right? She won the belt. I'm not arguing it anymore. Like I thought that Pennington won the fight, but who cares now? I'm like, Pena's got it. She won it, right? So with her holding the belt, you got somebody that's a good mouthpiece. She's making people talk, making people love her or hate her. But the longer she holds that belt and she doesn't defend it, it really starts to get under people's skin, right? So I'm hoping that Juliana Pena is able to defend this belt at one point, at some time this first quarter of the year, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt. I don't think we'll see Juliana Pena till June. But till then, we got fighters like Kayla Harrison, you got Eileen Perez, and this is my girl right here. Like, low key, I'm watching Norma, and I'm gradually growing into a Kayla fan now. But low key, this is my girl right here is Jacqueline Cavalcanti, man. Like, I always got to come home to the strikers. I always got to come home to the strikers. You know that, BJ. Look, all of y'all know that. Shoot, I always got to come home to the strikers, man, because I think this girl right here, she's got potential to build and be a solid fighter at some point. I think that we still need to see a little bit something on the feet, on the ground. Need to see a little bit more of that takedown defense, some of the sprawl tactics and things like that. But definitely somebody I'm looking at, But going back to Juliana Pena, like, where do y'all see Juliana Pena in the next year or so? Do you still see her as champion? Do you see her pulling out of this Kayla fight, or do you see her pulling Amanda Nunes out of retirement? What do y'all think, man? Like, I'm gonna go through some comments here, but what do y'all think, man? Do y'all see Pena as a dominant champion? Like, when she's talking about maybe having 2 more fights, it's really hard to see her as somebody that's just gonna, be the people's champion and just stay active and run through everybody at this point. Like, I think it's highly possible that she could beat Kayla Harrison. I do, because this is still MMA, and she come up with the right game plan. I mean, Juliana Pena does listen to her team. She's reckless, but she will grow. So I could still see something there. I still lean more towards Kayla because she's bigger and stronger and might just really put that strength on Juliana Pena, but you never know. But still, like, even if she was to hold the belt and get past her, like, is she really going to get what she wants as far as bringing Amanda back at this point? I just don't know. Let me go back up here. Yeah, man, bones be hurting, man. 6 said the co-winners will grow them hairs on your chest. Yeah, it'll grow them inward because they want to go back inside. Axel said, and the worst with the cold is when you have to leave your home for training. Right. Terrible. Pneumonia. People out here coughing, not covering their mouths. Colossus said defend or vacate. He's talking about Pena. Jacqueline versus Norma is a 50-50 fight. You know what? Maybe. Easy said we need to start saying Pena paper instead of Pena power. Paper meaning paper champion. Oh, I'm gonna make some people mad. Let me go ahead and put that right there. Easy about to make some people mad, but I'm gonna make them even madder because I'm gonna put it right there, and I think it is kind of funny. Like, I don't fully agree with it, but still, man, like, it is funny. Yana would work Cavalcanti. Oh boy, BJ, come on now. That's why that fight needs to happen. That's why that fight needs to happen right there. James said Pena's not dominating anything right now. Yeah, that's the thing, man. With Juliana Pena holding the belt, I think it's good as far as marketing if the fighter was going to be active, but if we're not going to see her till June, yeah, it can kind of get frustrating. That's where it gets a little tough right now as far as the bantamweight division. But if you look at the bottom, it can grow. Like I said, it can grow. Like Jacqueline Cavalcanti, to me, she has potential to be a problem for any fighter at the top right now. Any fighter at the top right now. We just really need to see where she stands as far as, well, not even stand. Where does she stand on her back? You know, like how is her ground game? How is her takedown defense when a consistent wrestler comes at her? You know, like even at flyweight, we had to see people like Manon's ground game, takedown defense tested. Like Manon had a good ground game. You know, I thought like, you know, she was able to take Jennifer Maia down, took Myra Buena Silva down. And then when fighters like Aaron tried to take her down and Rose tried to take her down, you know, she was stuffing them. Right. So I think we need to still see something like that from Jacqueline. You know, Jacqueline Cavalcanti right now is ranked number 13. So at 13, I'm not really trying to rush this girl. I'm not trying to say she's champion material already. I'm just saying she has potential to beat some of these girls that have already had better days. You know, like Irene Aldana. Like Irene Aldana still hasn't evolved. And if Irene Aldana is not evolving and Jacqueline Cavalcanti is catching up, then we just got to kind of do the math there, right? Like, I'm not trying to say Irene Aldana wasn't an exciting fighter because she was, but did Irene Aldana ever become like this great kickboxer? No, she was a good boxer, but she never turned into like even like a decent wrestler, you know? So somebody like Jacqueline Cavalcanti evolves, boom, they catch up, you know? So there is potential there. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, Irene Aldana's number 6. So that's a realistic fight. I'm not saying Jacqueline Cavalcanti beats the champion or anything like that yet. I'm just saying that she could beat some of these fighters in between. So at number 13, give her Miesha Tate or Yana Santos. You know, give her Miesha Tate or Yana Santos. Like, if you don't want to give her that high of a fighter at number 6, Jacqueline's number 13. Give her Yana Santos and Miesha Tate. Since BJ over here talking about she gonna get work, that's the matchmaking fight I'm gonna call for. I'm gonna call for Cavalcanti versus Yana Santos next, because I think Cavalcanti, boy, she gonna be working. She gonna be letting them hands go. Oh man, Miesha Tate gonna get painted, man. We're gonna start calling Jacqueline Van Gogh. We're gonna start calling Jacqueline Cavalcanti Van Gogh over here when she start painting her up. Somebody gonna believe, and it ain't Jacqueline Cavalcanti. But yeah, Colossus said they gave her Julia Avila too. We can't ignore that fight. That fight is still there too. You know, I like Julia Avila, but she's kind of been inactive as well, right? She's been inactive in the game, so I really don't know like what's her ceiling right now. I know she had a child and, you know, she's got a gym and everything. So I'm looking at what Cavalcanti is doing and just how she moves even outside of the cage right now. So I think that if she won, it would benefit the division as a whole a little bit more. James said Miesha Tate's done. And she might be, but she's got a number. She's got a number, and you got to go after the fighters. Hey, that got a number, right? So you get that number. She's ranked number 10, so you got to take that. Easy said, Combo, I think Pena will defend once, but if she can't get Amanda, she'll retire. Okay. Do you think it'll be a successful title defense, though? If it's Kayla Harrison? That's the question. All right, I got to read this little rant right here before we go on. BJ said, y'all love to hate Juliana Pena so bad. Nobody's calling for Whaley. Nobody's calling for Whaley to vacate. At least Juliana was injured. Weili just doesn't fight. Further lets me know y'all just don't like Pena. Some people don't. Some people don't like Pena. I don't dislike Pena. Fanatic once said too loose in MMA pro for Nora is Jacqueline. Nora Cannoli, she's still got potential too, man. I like her style. I think fighting a rematch with Jacqueline was a little bit too early. You know, that's 2 times she fought her now. So she'll be back. I think she's a fighter that'll be back. I'm still wondering about Melissa Dixon though, because you know she's kind of been having trouble with the weight. So, and that's the sad thing about Melissa Dixon. You know, Melissa Dixon, she's a pretty good fighter too. Like when it comes to, you know, grappling and striking, you know, she'll do a little bit of both. Like she'll be throwing down, like she'll be boxing. Next minute she'll take you down. So I like Melissa Mullins. I think that's her name now. Yeah, Melissa Mullins. She just been having trouble making weight. She just really has been trouble making weight. But yeah, Cavalcanti at number 13. Yeah, I like to see her fight at Tate or Yana Santos because it's time, man. Who agrees with me? It's time to clean this division out. Holly Holm already left. That's good. But I'm going on record right now. Look, it's time for some of these Ronda era fighters to be shown the door. You know what I mean? And I mean, look, I'm not saying they just got to leave now or just be thrown out. I'm saying that the better fighter or the hungrier fighters now, you got to do what the Lions do. You know, you got to beat them in their showdown and say, hey, look, I'm the new Lion now, right? So that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, who's already hit their ceiling? Miesha Tate, Yana Santos, Yuri Aldana, I and them now. So let some of these newcomers come in. Let's see, Eileen Perez over here talking all this smack. Aldana and Juliana is the last of the Ronda fighters, and Tate. Yeah, it was 4 of them. You know, it was Holm, Aldana, Pena, and Tate. Right. So you had those 4. So one's gone. She left by choice. But it's time for these other ones to start getting weeded out. It's time for these other fighters to get weeded out now. Does Eileen Perez have enough skills to do that? I don't know. Now, when I say I'm a growing fan, I'm a growing fan of her work ethic. Okay, I am. You know, I never deny fighters' work ethic here. I do like what she does as far as making improvements and adjustments in a fight. Like I do see that. That's why I can say, oh, okay, good. Like she's not all just twerking. Like she's not just a twerking mess. You know what I mean? Like she's not just a twerking mess. She's in there fighting. She's actually throwing down. You know, she can take a punch. You know, okay, cool. She can take a punch. She can give a punch. She's got fighters down the ground. Okay, cool. She's got ground and pound. Nice. All right. Girl's got a gas tank. Okay, yeah. So I'm a fan of her work ethic, definitely, you know. Not really a fighter, like I said. I'm this huge fan of, like, people are fans of like Weili or even like Dakota or anything like that. That's just me. That's just me overall. But the more she builds, like I said, the more it's gonna help the division. The more she talks, the more it's going to help the division as well. I just don't think she needs to be calling Kayla out right now. I still think Kayla beats her right now. I mean, Perez said that, oh, you know, let's do an interim fight because I believe that I can beat her in a 5-round fight because Kayla can't go 5 rounds. What do y'all think about that? I did a video earlier talking about that, but what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think Eileen Perez has a chance in a 5-rounder against Kayla? Will Kayla need 5 rounds? Like, I think the only thing that would really be a problem for Kayla would just be the weight. But I think Kayla would be too physically strong for her, man. Like, even Kayla's kicks, they're pretty fast, man. Like, Kayla's kicks are fast, and Kayla's top control is something. Like, Kayla's not going to be, you know, Kayla's not going to be just laying there like Jocelyn Edwards or Lucy Pudilova or Carol Rosa. You know, she's not going to be laying on her back. All right. Kayla Harrison is going to be on top, and she's going to be dropping bombs. She's going to be dropping elbows, So when I just compare them and, where Eileen Perez stands right now, still got to say, Kayla's got experience, even though, she was PFL experience, she was a champion and she trains at a champion level, at top team. So I don't think that's one that needs to happen. I don't think that's one that needs to happen. Easy said Kayla can go 5 easy. She's an Olympian. Yeah. Zama said even terrible weight cut, Harrison walks through her. Yeah, I just think that once she feels the strength, even in the first 2 rounds, it'll be a different type of fight. It'll be a different type of fight than Jocelyn, Lucy Pudilova, any of those fights. If Stephanie Edgar could get her out of there, I definitely think Kayla would. All right. So I think Perez just need to pump the brakes on that. And let's look at the rankings again. Eileen Perez is number 11. So again, Eileen Perez, she could fight any of them fighters too. Miesha Tate, Yana Santos, or even call for Irina Aldana. You want to feel a little froggish. You want to get a little bit higher. I mean, you are ranked number 11, higher than Jacqueline Cavalcanti. So Irina Aldana is a doable fight. She wants exciting fights. And believe it or not, that could be a fight she could win. I would still pick Irina Aldana in that fight. I think that striking type of fight is a little different than Kell Rose. I think that's a fight that Irina Aldana could win. I say that now, but it's one that Perez could win. Like Perez could beat Irina Aldana before she beats Kayla Harrison. No, Kayla's not gonna lose to her. Kayla's not gonna lose to her. So I'm just saying. G Frame said my pronouns are Pena/hater. Oh boy. BJ, you like that, right? Oh man, I gotta post that right there. BJ said I'm watching GFL and they have Holly in their intro. Oh, really? Okay. Holly's in the intro. So yeah, Perez, we'll see. We'll see what kind of business happens with her. She's been calling people out. But yeah, when I look at Kayla Harrison, I am a growing fan now. Like I said, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for me. And I just got to see a little bit more of what's going on with him. She ranks number 2. Okay. And she is the face that we kind of need to see now take over, right? We need to start seeing fighters like this that are going to be active and that are going to put on some good performances now, right? We need some new blood. So the new blood is kind of across the board. You got Cavalcanti down here, Perez, and it's still spotty. I mean, you still got Macy Chase on it. Macy Chase on is fighting Ketlin, right? When are they fighting? Hold on. When are they fighting? When's Macy Chase on? And I gotta look at that real quick. Macy Chase on and Ketlin are fighting February 22nd. Okay. About a year out, right? Because they were supposed to fight a year ago. Macy Chason has 2 finishes in a row. She's lost to Irina Aldana, beat Norma Dumont, and that's still something to say. She hasn't win over Norma Dumont, so she's still a player in the game. She's still a player in the game too. So aside from the 3 fighters I was really just talking about, there are some fighters still here in Bantamweight that can make it interesting, but yeah, across the board. Juliana Pena and Kayla, that's the fight to happen. If it doesn't happen, then that interim fight needs to be put in place between her and Norma Dumont. That's the one I like to see right there. Her and Norma Dumont. Kayla and Norma Dumont. Colostrum said, Pena said, I'm fighting Kayla for, she said, what am I fighting Kayla for? She's irrelevant to me. When did she say that? So she going back on her word now? Because I remember last time Pena said she was ready to fight her at International Fight Week. She just taking her time, you know? She's just taking too long, man. Like, because the last time they interviewed Pena, she said, I'm going to fight her at International Fight Week. It's just too far away. So Ali said that they would do an interim fight next with Rocky, but Norma jumped in and said, no, I'm doing that. BJ said, I haven't seen her say that. No, I haven't either. She never said she was ducking her. Easy said, I've been a boxing and MMA fan all my life, and it's as sad as it is exciting to see the changing of the guard in these fight generations. Yeah. Boxing's been kind of lately. I don't know about you, Easy, man, but boxing's kind of been tripping lately. It looks like it's picking up for one. I mean, that Better BF and Bivol rematch is happening, and the card looks really good. But other than that, like outside of them, like you're not really getting any other major fights, you know? So, yeah, boxing's been happening, Marcus. It really has. Like, I'm trying to think, like, Shakur Stevenson and Tank pulling out of fights. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird. It is very weird. Very strange to me right now. But we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I definitely think that Kayla Harrison and Norman Dumont is a 50-50 fight, though. That's the one that really needs to happen. That's why I say, you know, Kayla versus Perez to me is 80-20. Maybe 70, 75. What is it, 75, 25? Or it's like what BJ says, 65, 45. But yeah, Norma and Kayla would be 50-50 to me. That's a 50-50 fight, definitely. All right. So while Bantamweight starts to try to pick up things, honestly, man, we got to pick up right here, though, man. Flyweight needs to pick up again. Still haven't had any word on this fight yet. And like I was saying earlier, I know a lot of us felt like 313 was going to be the card, which would have been realistic, right? March 8th. That would have been the perfect card for this. Valentina Manon fight, you know, Alex Pieta and Ankalev. Like when they announced it the other night, I couldn't really like watch the other card, but I was listening, you know, and there was like, oh, they're about to make an announcement. They just announced Pieta and Ankalev. I was like, oh. Then they said, okay, the co-main event is gonna be Gaethje and Hooker. I was like, what? Come on. Like we supposed to get excited about that, man. I thought it was gonna be double title fights. You know, I thought it was gonna get the light heavyweight, the women's flyweight, but no, didn't work out that way. But that would have been a nice touch, you know, to have both these meaningful fights on the same card, but it's not going that way now. Let me see. UFC 313 has Amanda Lemos and Yasmin Lucindo. That's a good thing. That's the only other women's fight on there. Okay, Marian Santos is on this card too. Cool. But yeah, that's the only other big fight. I guess it's another BMF title fight, if you want to call it that. So if it don't happen in March, I guess we'll hope for 314 or 315. Let me look at 314 here real quick. How realistic would that be? That's April 12th in Vegas, right? And they don't have anybody on that card really yet. I mean, they just announced what's his name, Krylov and Reyes. I just saw posting for that. Nikita Krylov and Dominic Reyes. That was just announced. And then they got that Gilbert Burns and Michael Morales fight so far, but nothing else. So logically, that might be the next one to put it on. 314. 315 is in May. No official date yet. Let me see. I'm looking at some mess here. Nope, I ain't even looking at that. Somebody said UFC 315 was leaked, and that was on like Reddit or something. That was a bunch of crap. I don't. They don't have the right answer for it. They don't have the answers. But anyways, yeah, it's not going to be on 313. Hopefully, we get it on 314 because that's the card that needs some fights. So more than likely, that's the championship fight they're going to have to put up there in April because that'll already be a year and some change since Manone's last fight, and I know she's ready to fight now. So yeah, hopefully things are going okay with Valentina. I know she said she had a neck injury, but it must be healed because I see her out there doing a lot of things now. I mean, what about the rest of y'all? I see her out there making moves now. I think she's okay, right? So maybe it was just like a tiny neck injury, maybe just enough not to be able to perform. But the way she's been moving now, I think she's ready to go. Because I mean, she's throwing hands and she's moving. So hopefully she starts back training. All right. But yeah, actually, I don't think Val is that much hurt. Most of the fighters are never 100% when they fight, and she's restarted her training. Right. Yeah, nobody's ever 100%. Especially as you get older, you just have to learn how to go around the injuries or compensate, you know. BJ said, I'm ready for this King Casey fight news. You know, I was on Facebook the other day and somebody posted up they posted up like a fake 312 or they posted up a fake 313. And on the prelims, they had Miranda Maverick versus Casey O'Neill. It was a fake card, though. It was a fake card. That's why I started to get hyped for it, too. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Casey O'Neill finally accepted that Miranda fight. But it was fake. It was fake. So that was some bull, though. You know how they be making fake cards up on Facebook? These MMA pages, man. Can't listen to all that crap out there. So, yeah. Yeah, but when this fight happens here, I'll be happy, you know, to get the flyweight division moving again. You know, I think, like I said, maybe for the benefit for Manon Fiorot's side is that having no fights in this time, you get a chance to train more, of course, and you get to train in a more controlled atmosphere, but still kind of go hard. You can have your intense days and have your intense months, you know, when the training is this extensive, but it's still not the same as fighting. But at the same time, if you are injury prone, you don't want to be in there that much, especially, you know, when you got injured in that Kagan fight, or even, you know, got the head cut in like the Rose fight. So it might be better to just train out from here on and not try to squeeze in another fight. Had she known, I think, like back in March to September, or let's say like August, if you known Valentina wasn't going to be free, you could have jumped in and fought somebody back in like the summer, right? And that would have been cool. But at this point, when the time passes, they fought, it's best just to wait. You know, it's just best just to wait at that point. Like I said, you don't want to risk getting hurt, risk losing, and messing up your title shot. You know? Axel said Manone's coach said if Val wants to put the fight in the end of the year, they will not wait for it. They will ask for interim belt. And that makes sense too. Like, if they got to wait to the end of the year of 2025, that'd be insane. I would start calling Macy Barber out for sure. Because Macy needs an opponent. I'd start calling her or Natalia Silva out. Either one. You know, let them feel my wrath. You know, that's what I would say. I'd say, hey, put that interim belt up. Let one of them fighters feel my wrath because I'm coming. I was like, Valentina making me wait? No way. I'll be like, hey, somebody fight me in this spring or summer, whatever. You know? Fanatic said, look in the record bottom position for Manone in 7 fights. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's several girls right now in the flyweight division on some nice little win streaks. So, you know, I know everybody's kind of ready to keep it moving. You know, we still got to look at Natalia Silva too, man. Natalia Silva's still a force right now, and I'm waiting on her fight to be announced. I'm sure, she's coming back in the first quarter. You got to bet on that. And if another particular fighter wants to come back in the first quarter of 2025 as well, Natalia might be fighting Macy Barber. I'm just saying. Or if Alexa Grasso is back, Macy might get that fight. They both want that fight too, don't they? Aaron wants that fight, and Aaron and Macy want that fight. But hey, somebody needs Natalia Silva though. Natalia Silva needs a dance partner. Do I got to do another video talking about that? Natalia Silva needs a dance partner. Somebody better get this girl a fight. Easy says Silva destroys Grasso and Barber on the same night. I don't know if she destroys them. I don't know if she destroys them though, man. Like, I've been waiting, I'm just waiting. I'm looking behind the scenes now, and I'm seeing a lot of training with Natalia Silva. Same as Manon. Both of these fighters Macy and Aaron are training. They're both training, but Manon's already got her fight lineup. She's ready. Natalia says, I'm ready. So hey, let's get this fight going. Axel said combo the worst with Manon's record is we never saw her struggling, which makes the Valentina fight very interesting. Yeah. Never really had to see her struggle. Yeah. Which could be, a good thing and bad thing, When I look at like Valentina's bringing to the table, it's something we've seen time and time again. And, we never really seen fighters pressure her or, give her something, not even like physically pressure her, but fighters that really put her under pressure, like until Grasso. And that's when she had to dig in that bag. It took that third fight for her to go back to some basics and, put that old school wrestling on her, So we'll see what type of pressure, what type of new things that Manon puts on her. So, I think it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be an interesting fight. Barber punishes that Brazilian girl. I think her name is Natalia. Hey, look, BJ, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm trying to remember the last person that Barber did punish, though. Like, for real. I know she's been winning. Ebos, she did punish. But I don't know, man, like if she punishes her like that, man. I really don't know. I don't know if she punishes her like that. Manon Val is going to be a war. I hope so. I hope it is. I think it's going to be a chess match at times, but I think it's going to be a good fight that's going to be pushed on both sides. Like I said, when Valentina gets touched or hit, she don't like that, and she likes to go after you. So, she's going to be throwing. Manon, she'll be throwing. I mean, if it goes down to the 5th round, I can see both fighters letting it go. It's going to be a good fight. Between this and Suarez and Weili, man, I'm just ready to see the outcome of both of these fights right now. Silva's going to make Barber question why she took up fighting as a career. Johnny said Valentina's age is going to show in this fight. 37 years old. I think her age has been showing in every fight. 2 ways. I think her age is shown, of course, physically as far as slowing down, but it's shown as far as her wisdom too. It's definitely shown as far as her wisdom, meaning that she knows how to go back. She knows how to slow things down now. It didn't really work out. I know. Well, I thought she won the second fight against Grasso. I still stand by that, but it was still a little too slow. It was still a little too slow in there for her to get that victory. It was still something new to her. She's so used to dominating and never losing the round that fighting at a different pace or a higher pace and playing catch up was something she hadn't really done before. At flyweight, of course, So I think that was one of the things that she had to make that adjustment to. But yeah, being older, not necessarily a bad thing, but when you look at her as like a wise fighter, one that hasn't taken too many shots and hits to the head and hadn't taken a lot of punishment, I still think that she'll be game. She'll definitely be game for that. Like anything that comes her way. It's just how she reacts at this point and how good Manon gets at what she's doing. Like can Manon pull out some tricks that Grasso did that made Valentina uncomfortable, right? Can she take full advantage of her size in this fight? Can she touch Valentina's chin a few times, right? So we'll see. Because the same people, that said, hey, I was one of them. I thought that Grasso was going to lose to Valentina. Grasso was proving people wrong. She was touching her in there. But as time went on and a couple of fights passed, Valentina said, okay, you know what? This girl ain't like the other girls. So she had to go back and change things. And that was one reason I did stick with Valentina to the end, man. I was like, you know what? I think Valentina's going to win, man. Like, she's not losing because she's a dumb fighter. Valentina's not a dumb fighter. Like, she's not losing these Grasso fights or coming up as a draw or struggling with Grasso because she's a dumb fighter. It's not, man. It's like, it's because she was complacent for a while. She was complacent. She hadn't had any opponent since like Jennifer Maia that really pushed back. Lauren Murphy lost pretty easy. Kagan, Andrade. The only girl who really gave her like a tough fight and only really won maybe like one round was Jennifer Maia, So once you fight that certain way and a lot of girls succumb to it, and then all of a sudden somebody like Grasso comes along, Grasso gonna, start touching you? Wow, okay. Valentina's probably like, okay, how do I adjust to this? How am I going to adjust to this? So, yeah, I just think that was one of those situations where it was something new, but Valentina still has a high IQ, so I expect a good fight. I expect a very high level chess match between the two here. Valentina's been tested time and time again, and she's always passed up until recently. So yeah, that's where things start to question that, right? Like, does she still feel like she's that same queen that defended the belt 7 times, right? Because that's gonna be a big question right there. And if you can't answer that, like, if she comes in there not feeling the same, like I got to defend this the same way I would. So when I was fighting Chikagan or Andrade or any of these other girls, you slip up one time, Manon's she's hungry right now. And that's why I'm telling people, like, okay, like to beat Valentina, you just have to study her. Like, you don't have to be better than her at everything she does. Like, Grasso wasn't necessarily better at everything Valentina did. No way. Like, was Grasso a better wrestler than Valentina? No. Could she stop her takedowns? No. But there was a couple of elements that Grasso possessed that Valentina wasn't very cautious of, or she didn't respect. So Valentina started getting caught in there, started tasting that power, got thrown out of her comfort zone, started throwing some wild, stupid spin kicks, and got submitted, right? So there it is. So, it's all going to come down to somebody like a new fighter like Manon here that's hungry. And, of course, not as decorated as Valentina, but she's going to be a fighter that's going to come in there and say, all right, what can I do to agitate Valentina? What can I do in this particular fight that I see right now that I can take from her, that I can take away from her, right? That's what it comes down to beating the champion. You got to have, first of all, you got to have that heart to go in there and do it. And that's what I think she does have. But Not necessarily have to be better in everything, every department. You don't have to be all of that. Like, it doesn't work that way. Johnny said, how do you score Valentina versus Tyler? How did I score it? The first time I watched it, can't even remember. Like, it was like, a few years ago. I thought Tyler did win the fight. It was a really close one though, man. Because I watched it again, I could say, okay, this was Valentina's round. This was Tyler's round. It was very confusing, but that was like one of the first fights where I saw, Tyler start to really get under her skin with some things. But Tyler let her opportunity slip too, when she would just take Valentina down and not really capitalize. You know what I mean? So that could have been Tyler's fight. If they did give it to her that night, I wouldn't have been like, oh man, like Valentina got robbed. I wouldn't even said that, man. Because I was prepared for it, man. Because, the more and more I just look at how MMA goes and what people look at and what they favor, I'm like, all right, Valentina, you put yourself in trouble here. Like, why are you trying to wrestle this girl? Didn't your team just tell you to stay on your feet? You beating her on the feet now. Why you keep trying to take her down? Valentina was actually doing some dumb things in there, right? Then she tried to take Tyler down in that fight. So she let her ego get in the way in that fight too. And that's another thing I'll be talking about. Like, fighters like that sometimes, her and Weili, they might fight off the ego. So if Manon can make Valentina try to show out and show her ego, that would be a blessing for her. Go in there and make her try to go in there and, oh, okay, you want to throw some karate kicks at me, or I can do the same thing or something, make her walk into something. Easy said, I'm going on record to say Natalia Sid will be the next dominant champion. Oh, okay. The next Joanna, right? She's going to be the Joanna of the flyweight division. We shall see. I won't go on record to say she'll be the next dominant champion. I'll go on record to say she will be champion. I'll say that for now. Six said, if they don't announce Valentina versus Manon during the Weili Tatiana fight, then Weili is going to fight Valentina next before Manon gets the shot. Fun fact, it was supposed to be Weili versus Valentina for 312. Oh, man, come on. Zama says Shevchenko did everything wrong in that fight. Which fight? The Tyler fight? Robot Chicken said, I didn't want Val to lose, so I didn't want Val to lose. I do believe Val was the better fighter. Man, speaking of Tyler Santos, man, Tyler's back. Tyler's coming back for the tournament. I believe the tournament has a different format now, but yeah, Tyler Santos is back. She wants to get some redemption here, man. But as I was discussing in that other video, man, I don't know, man. Like, I just think Tyler Santos, she needs a lot of work, man. She needs a lot of work. I don't know if it's somewhat might be constructive work as far as the cheekbone, but she just has to have some things done. I don't know. Tyler needs a camp. Yeah, she needs a camp big time. She needs one. Number one, she needs like a head coach that's going to tell her what she's doing wrong. Because if I was Tyler's coach during that Valentina fight, I would have been fussing her out. I'm just saying, man. If I'd have my Portuguese translator right there, and I would have been fussing her out, man. I'd been like, you are letting this fight go right now. Like, first of all, we would have been going over some ground and pound. I'd be like, why are you not punching this girl when she's down on the ground? Why are you not dropping elbows? Like, why are you just holding Valentina? Like, get that position, keep it, but work. Start doing some damage, How about you losing this fight right now? And if you lose, even if you lose a split decision, and you throw your hands up and say, oh, I was robbed, I ain't going to back you up on that. If I was in that corner, I ain't backing you up on that because you lost. It could have went your way, but I see where you lost. That wouldn't be fair to her as a coach to deny somebody the truth, you know. When you kind of a yes man, you denying your fighter the opportunity to grow. I know you don't want them to be mad at you. You're probably worried about them firing you, but in the long run, to me, that'll help them out because they might say, "Hey, thanks." Right? So that's how I see that with Dakota's situation. That's why I think she just needs somebody better in her corner right now. That's going to make her use what she has. Like Tyler's slowly turning into Andrea Lee. Good sized fighter, strong fighter, a lot of tools, but just don't use them. I mean, the one thing about Andrea Lee, though, I don't think she's ever taken that type of beating. Well, Andrea Lee never got in there with Valentina, or she never got in there with Dakota, somebody like that. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Axel said, combo, even in that analyzing all departments, it is not sure Val is better in all of them. For instance, in cage wrestling, not sure. Athleticism and speed, not sure. Striking, not sure. Okay. Yeah, maybe more. I'll say I've seen her use it more. Cage wrestling, you see Valentina usually go straight for the ground. She usually takes people down. Okay. Cage wrestling, maybe. Athleticism. Timing, I would say, definitely. Timing and quickness, I'd say Valentina's, she's proven that, because, she's not one that throws like a lot of quick combinations, but she's fast in the mind, she's quick. Easy E said, what does she mean, the right fights? It's a tournament. You're talking about Dakota? Colossus said Dakota said she's meeting with the PFL this week, and that if they can't find her the right fights, then she will go somewhere else. So people need to stop saying she's stuck with the PFL. I thought she said she was stuck with the PFL first. She the one that said she had a contract, right? Which is it? Because I thought she said that first. Then she say she was in that contract for another year. She didn't say she was a free agent, or she didn't say, well, I do what I want. You know what I mean? Bernardo said, I think Natalia Silva crushes Macy Barber. Ooh, you see that, BJ? Crushed. Yeah, BJ, she did get beat up by Natalia Silva, though. But it wasn't nothing like the Dakota beating, though. It wasn't nothing like no Dakota beating. Paul, what's up? Paul said, is there Barber news? Nah, not really. Easy says she did say that. Yeah. What about the contract? She did say that, right? She did say she's the one that said it. She's the one that said she, because remember when they asked her, do I got to pull up the video? Because I know I got the sound bite on the video. Because I don't make up what I hear. I speak off what I'm hearing. That's why I do a video off of it. Because when she said it, it was like, oh, okay, old girl got another year, so she ain't going nowhere. And now she's saying, people saying she's stuck. You said you stuck with them. They asked you, Ariel Hawani asked you about the UFC, and you say, no, like I got another year here. That sounds like somebody who's stuck for 365 days. Right? I'm just saying. Sound like you got another 365 days with the PFL. Because if not, you say, hey, I'm fighting the winner of Valentina Manon right now. Or I'm coming into the UFC and I'm fighting Aaron Blanchfield. Right, easy. So he was mad that time. Yeah, because we heard it. Because I addressed it and I just said, okay, well, that gives her time to make some money. I wasn't really mad, but yeah, y'all heard my video. I did a video I'm talking about because she said, I'm here for another year. That's what we were going off of. Because we all saying, hey, if you out of there by a year, then you need to go where there are fights. Natalia beat Lee and Jazzy. Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah, I was sweat. Dakota said she was staying. Yeah, that's what I thought. She said she was gonna fight Liz Carmouche. See, it ain't really he said, she said. I mean, it ain't like no third party here. I was going straight from the source. I'm going straight from the source, man. That's how I do. I don't go off of what somebody else says. I either go off of the trainer or what the fighter said. Dakota said that she had another year. Nobody says she was like locked in for a 10-year contract, but based off of that, and now you're looking for fights. I don't think the PFL can find you anything. But she did say that the Liz Carmouche fight might interest her. So Jasmine, Paul said Jasmine's the only girl out of the top 20 flyweights on Tapology who has a fight book. Yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that, man, because this year is kind of starting off slower than last year. Last year was looking a little bit more exciting. I haven't really seen the flyweights lined up this year. Let's see. Ernesta and Nicole Cagliari. That's where we kicked it off with the flyweights. Then you got Myra Winter Silva and Jasmine fighting. And who else? Casey O'Neill said she got fight news. Haven't heard nothing yet. Macy wants to come back in April. Nothing announced. Natalia Silva, she wants to fight. Nothing announced. Aaron wants to fight. Nothing announced. So what's going on here? Yeah, man. Like, why is the top 15 not lined up like it was at the beginning of last year? I'm looking at the flyweights right now. Look, Grasso, I know she hurt. Valentina Manon, still not signed. Blanchfield, no fight. Macy, no fight. Natalia, no fight. Rose, no fight yet. Andrade, no fight. Of course, Caitlin Chikagan, no fight yet. Seminar. Arujo has been fighting, so she just won against Karine Silva. Ebos did just fight. Tracy Cortez, of course, no fight. Jasmine. Karine, of course, yeah, she just fought. Miranda just fought. Miranda did fight 3 times last year. That's good. But yeah, Jasmine, that's it. That's it. Can somebody make me a part-time matchmaker? Because I will make some people happy and I'll make some people scared. Call me and make me a matchmaker. I will line some people up. I bet you if I play matchmaker right now and I line some fights up and match them up, their trainers would be mad at me. Because sometimes trainers, they do that too. Sometimes trainers, they don't want their fighters in there with certain people. They wouldn't like me. Because number one, this fight right here would be scheduled. Valentina Manon, that thing would be scheduled in May, right around my birthday. So I have a good fight to watch, right? And then I would have, okay, I'm playing matchmaker, right? Before I go, all right, y'all want me to play matchmaker before I go? Here's what I'm going to do. Before I go, matchmaker, bring me a fight. All right, so first, I would make Alexa. No. Hold on. Let me refresh that screen there. Give me 1 second. Okay, so first fight, of course, I'll do Valentina versus Manon. We're going to lock that in. Alexa Grasso is hurt. Alexa Grasso hurt right now. All right, so we're going to put her to the side. Nobody's going to be waiting for that fight. Look, I'm sorry. Look, Aaron. Look, I love Aaron. Macy. Like Macy too. But look, y'all ain't gonna sit here and wait for this fight. No, she want that fight bad, but no. Gonna sit Grasso to the side. Aaron. I will put Aaron in there with. Let me see. Nope. You know what I'm going to do? Let's pretend Grasso is healed up. Grasso's healed up. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna put Aaron and Grasso. All right. See, Macy already fought Grasso, so I'm not giving her that fight. You want to come back in April? Macy Barber versus Natalia Silva. That's what I'm doing. Matchmaker. All right. So first off, we got Valentina versus Manon. Then you will have Grasso versus Blanchfield. Then you will have Barber versus Silva. Then you're gonna have Rose versus Andrade 3. All right, because they're ranked number 6 and 7. They're both on the same path right now. Rose and Andrade 3. Going down the list, when Caitlin Chikagan come back, she is gonna fight Jasmine. If Jasmine beats Myra Bueno Silva, Caitlin fights the winner of that fight. Arujo, I think Arujo is gonna fight. I'll make her fight Tracy Cortez next. No, you know what? No. Hold on. I'll let Arujo and Ibas fight since Ibas still ranked out. No, they already fought. Arujo and Tracy Cortez. And then I'll leave Ibas out of it for a while. I will do Miranda versus Lipsky. You know, Miranda versus Tracy Cortez. She wants that fight. I'll do Miranda versus Tracy Cortez. Yeah. That would work. No, easy. Unfortunately, no. I don't think so. It'll be a co-main event for sure. That's why I thought she was going to be co-main event on this one. I thought she was going to be co-main event on this card for real. 3-13 with Alex and Ankalev. I thought she was going to be. Paul said Jasmine Tracy rematch. And I want to see Miranda and Tracy fight. Go ahead and make that one happen. And Jasmine and Seminara fight. That would be good. Easy said Barber about to be on a losing streak. Stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, I'm a little curious about that too, Paul, because I was looking at that, man, and I didn't really see too many like big announcements coming off, in March and April or January or February. We had who's the other fight? Who was the other fight we had? No, I'm thinking strawweight. Never mind. And Miranda, she fought Jamie Lynn Horth at the end of the year. So yeah, we didn't really have any announcements. We didn't really have any announcements for or any fights already, booked for the beginning of 2025. Maybe the spring is where they're holding out. Maybe they're going to put a couple on this same card with Shevchenko and Fiorot. That's what I think they should do. Like maybe, whatever card they put Shevchenko Fiorot on, they need to put Macy Barber and Natalia Silva on. That would be good. Running Reese, what's going on with Macy Barber? I don't know. I think Macy Barber she keeps posting up stuff like it's my time and my time to shine, but I ain't heard her say nothing like Casey O'Neill. At least Casey O'Neill did say she got fight news coming. Maybe Casey O'Neill is fighting an unranked fighter. I don't know. Maybe she's fighting Lauren Murphy. She could be, right? Robot Chicken said, I'm changing my stance on Viviana Araujo. I'm glad she's still in the UFC. At least she fights with urgency, unlike KJB Lee. Yeah, I'm fine with her. I'm fine with Araujo still being there because she still brings something to the table. I don't think she'll be fighting for the belt this year, but I think she is a good fighter that tests a lot of people. That's one thing I can say about her for sure. But let's take a look at GFL's roster right here. The latest on the global fighting roster. Oh, look at that. Ali Malay. Look at the draft. They got what is his name? Perez, Ali Malay, Teron Woodley, Paige Van Zandt, and what is this guy's name? I always forget this guy's name. He was in 1FC. What's that guy's name from 1FC? He was, kickboxer. He was MMA fighter, but what is his name? Blonde hair guy. What's that blonde haired guy's name? He's signing over to a GFL too. Can't think of his name. He was in the UFC for like a little bit, but he didn't really amount to what they thought he was going to be. Live tonight. Let's see. Let me see. I'm just looking at the Global Fight League draft right now too, y'all. Let's see. How long has this thing been on now? Over an hour? Okay. Let me go ahead and look at the women's divisions and see how they already put these fighters in. All right, so yeah, Alejandro Lara's there. Elena Cook. Okay. Arlene Blinko. Yeah, I saw Arlene Blinko. Yeah, Northcutt. Sage Northcutt. Yeah, I see he just got picked up too. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so new additions right now. Arlene Blinko coming down to bantamweight. Kat Zingano, still featherweight, I see. All right. Those are the newer faces that we know. Some of these other girls, I had mentioned last. Oh, yeah, Liana Jojua bantamweight now. Liana Jojua, Shannon Young, Toledo Bernardo, Tanya Evinger. So it's a good little mix here. Uh-oh. This other girl, Quayla Braga, looks like Panny Kianzan's twin. I see Panny, and Panny has a twin over here. A little bit more brown skin, but she still looks like Panny. Let's see. A little browner than Panny, but yeah, it looks like her. Okay, straw weights. Not too many big names over here yet. Justine Keish. Okay, you got Justine Keish. Uh-oh, Agapova. Agapova finally got a contract. Let's see, they do Agapova versus Paige. Okay. And let's see here. Let's take a look at the atom weights. Yeah, B. Nguyen, Anita Beckis, strawweight, Brenda Goddard, Corey McKenna. BJ, how you not mention Corey McKenna? Ain't that your girl? They got Corey McKenna. Corey McKenna's over here, BJ. Dad, how you forget your girl like that? They got Corey McKenna. I know they got Hannah Goldie. Haley Valentine's 5-0. Okay, this girl Haley Valentine's an undefeated fighter. Okay, we'll see where she's going. Clara Lopez, Alima Lay. They got her listed as a strawweight now. Jessica Aguilar, yep. Panay, Isis Verbeek. Oh, what? Josephine Knudsen? What is Josephine Knudsen doing over here? The UFC cut her? What happened? Wait a minute. Why is Josephine Knudsen over here? Yo, what is going on? Is this like a side thing? Like, I didn't see a tweet where it said she was off the UFC roster. Wait a minute. When did she get cut, man? Wait a minute. Now, I don't see anything here. Anybody know about that? Knudsen got snipped. Why? Why did she get snipped? Why is she gone, man? I mean, I knew Corey McKenna was. Yeah, so Corey McKenna's here, but Knudsen, what's she gone for? beat that loss wasn't that bad, was it? Whoa. That's wild. Yeah, eventually, yeah, GFL gonna pick up Holly pretty soon, easy. They need to go ahead and get Mandy Bone. They need to go ahead and pick up Mandy Bone too, because she, I know she's in professional boxing right now. We'll go ahead and pick up Mandy Bone. Pick up Agapova's twin, man. That'd be crazy. Yo, man, that's wild though, man. Josephine News. Like I said, I know Corey got cut, but still, like even Corey McKenna shouldn't even be over there, man. Corey McKenna, I still think she was fresh, man. Well, this is a learning lesson. This is a learning lesson. Come over here and learn. It's a good learning lesson for these young fighters. I'm not mad at it. I'm just a little shocked. Maybe she felt like it was for the best. Maybe she only signed like a 2-fight contract. Maybe she just signed a 2-fight contract and it didn't work out. So they said, hey, Dana probably said, hey, 3-fight contract. Yeah, because she won 2 fights. That's wild though, man, because she won the Contender Series against Isis Verbeek. I bet you Isis, I ain't trying to be funny, but I bet you Isis Verbeek is laughing. Because she beat Isis Verbeek in the Contender Series. And she like, dang girl, what you doing down here with me? That's what's kind of funny about it, because I remember that fight. That was a good fight too. Josephine versus Isis, Contender Series 2023. And I think I did pick not Isis, but I picked old girl, Josephine to win. But man, like, yeah, they both, hey, she might need to get that rematch with her now. This is crazy. Zach, what's up, man? Zach, what's going on? Fanatic said Manon is gonna be champion soon. Her dad, rest in peace, fights with her in the cage just for him. Oh yeah, man. Wow. I didn't know her father had passed. Is it recently or before? I bet you they bring in Nico Montano. Hey, y'all do know about their weights, right? The weight divisions are different over here too. Yeah, that's why Arlene Blenko's a bantamweight, because their bantamweight is 145. That's right. Their bantamweight is a 145. That's why. Yeah. Yeah, their weights are off by like 10 pounds in what the Bellator, PFL, UFC, what their standards are. So yeah. But whoa, that's crazy, man. It's not a bad roster. I mean, I'm gonna still watch I'm gonna still watch it. I'm gonna still watch and see what's going on, because the young people have a chance to grow. The young people can really send some fighters into retirement over here, and they can make a name off themselves by fighting some experienced fighters. Let me look at some of the dudes they signed. Hold on, let's see. Heavyweights. Greg Hardy, Frank Murr, Junior Dos Santos, Ole Thompson. Oh man. Thiago Santos. Got Thiago Santos out here too, man. Thiago, the heavyweight. Gustafsson. I think I mentioned him last time. But yeah, Thiago Santos, he's out here now. Thiago, who said Thiago Konoskaya? Yoel Romero. Somebody said that last time. That's why I forgot, man. I was like, what? Hold on. Yeah, they might sign Nico, man. They might sign Nico. Sign Nico over here. And who else do we have? Hector Lombard. Oh, you got Hector Lombard over here. Okay. Philip Halls is over here. Okay. Yeah, Uriah Hall, of course. Okay. Oh, I almost thought Bilal Muhammad was over here. Saw a dude look like him. I was like, whoa, what happened? Yeah, man. So Kat Zingano, she's kind of one of the standouts over here. I'm looking at like, okay, Arlene, Aspen Ladd, they all jumping shit from, and Julia Budd, they all jumping shit from that PFL thing, man, because Bellator gone, PFL is cutting that prize money in half from 1 mil to 500,000. It ain't even guaranteed some of them are gonna get it, right? So, that's just how it is. Yeah, Tiago Tony Ferguson. Easy says somebody call Nico and tell her about this, or get your glory back. Get your glory back. That they should still be behind her. Yeah, I mean, she could make she could make a little living off fighting here. And the weight cuts are different. The weight cuts are different over here too. So hey, yeah. Easy said no lie. If they sign Nico, they already have a ready-made fan base. Yeah. Hey, if she come over, I mean, let's see Nico versus Cat. Make it happen. Hey, look, if Paige is coming over here, it ain't even gonna be funny. I mean, Paige comes over here. Hey, Nico got a right to fight too, right? Because Nico ain't take that much punishment either. I mean, we see Paige a lot, but Paige ain't really been winning fights too, right? We keep saying she need to hang it up, but Nico, she just been kind of chilling, so she might be well rested. Robot Chicken said, I can see Val going to GFL after the Manon fight. Oh, wow. You got to be joking, Robot. Robot got to be joking. Paige, man, she loved getting punished, though, man. She went to power slap, bare knuckle boxing, professional boxing. Still ain't picked up a win in BKFC. My girl Britton Hart beat her. Rachel Ostovich beat her. There wasn't no way she was going to beat Christina Ferree, man. She was going to get hurt. Yo. Oh, Robot Chicken trying to be funny, man. Hold on. Robot Chicken trying to he messing with people. He said, I can see Val going to GFL after the Manon fight. Man. Yo, I'm still tripping off this Josephine Newton thing, man. Yo, she's still young, man. What the heck? Maybe she felt like she needed to go. Maybe she felt like she needed to go. Well, I mean, she's still young. It ain't over. It's not over. Paul said, where's Loma? I saw a documentary on Loma the other night, like a couple weeks ago when I was on Amazon. I was on my Prime channel. I saw they did a documentary on Loma, but she ain't got no fight lined up. So I don't know. Like, I don't know where she is fight wise, but yeah, she's still signed. Yeah, that's why I think both her and Corey McKenna, they're young enough to improve. They're both young enough to improve and get better as fighters, So Megan Anderson was up in there training. Like, I saw her a little while back in the boxing ring. So I thought like she might be trying to go to bare knuckle or boxing or something like that. I mean, she would do well. That girl had power. PJ, why you call out Zara like that, man? Zara got a fight coming up. Actually, Zara fight for Aries. Or did it get canceled? Zara Farron. Yeah, Zara had a fight coming up in November, but she got canceled. Dang, Zara hadn't won a fight since 2017, yo. Dang, Zara Farron won a fight since 2017. Yo, man, dang. Megan versus Cat. Basically, it's going to be Megan versus Cat 1. I mean, that first one wasn't nothing. I mean, that first one was like 0.1. Oh, Tara LaRosa. Wow. They just said not Tara LaRosa. I ain't heard that name in a while. Yeah, he'll re-sign some people. The better they get, he'll re-sign some fighters. He will. But yeah, that's wild, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up off of here, y'all. Good show tonight. Good conversation. Um, maybe I might jump on tomorrow for that LFA co-main event. It's LFA 200. I might jump on there and call it. No UFC, but we'll see, y'all. Until then, make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure y'all subscribe. And yeah, man, we gonna do this again, definitely. And yeah, I will try to catch y'all tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see. Before I go, James said, "Who's faster, Bullet or Aaron?" I would say Bullet's faster, right? But yes, sir, BJ. Peace. Yep, yep, yep. I will catch y'all on the next one. And yes, 2 more weeks, and we're gonna get Suarez and Weili, y'all. We are really getting closer. We are really getting closer. For the most part, a lot of Weili fans have calmed down. A lot of Weili fans have calmed down now. They ain't acting as nuts as they used to. Like you can have your opinion and they don't go nuts like about Suarez. And when I'm talking about Suarez, maybe they know how dangerous she is as a wrestler compared to Carlos. So they, staying in their lane. But yeah. But yep. Yeah, Bullet's more. Wow, he said Bullet's more of a shell casing now. Wow. Dang, man. He done said Bullet is more of a shell casing now. Ooh. I ain't even going there. I ain't even going there, man. Oh man. But I'll see y'all tomorrow, y'all. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.